Hi, boys and girls. Today we're going to talk about how to research using an encyclopedia. I know that we have a lot of great resources online, and biography.com, Britannica.com, encyclopedia.com, those are all great professional resources, but we still need to know how to use a book. And one of those books that we need to know how to use is an encyclopedia. And I'm going to introduce you to the World Book Encyclopedia. And if you can see, we're going to look at the letter P here. And this is volume 15. And this edition's from 1995, and you may think, well, Mrs. Bretzman, that's a long time ago, and their information is going to change. Well, boys and girls, your explorers were alive in the 1400s, 1500s, and 1600s, and they've been dead for a while, so nothing about their life has changed in the last several hundred years. So the research you're going to find in here is the same. It's fine. It's that it's older, and so we don't want to panic about this date. That's not going to change anything. So say I want to look up my explorer, and I have Marco Polo. Well, if you remember correctly, when you look up somebody's number in a phone book, it's by last name first. So if you found my name, it would be Bretzman first, and my first name would be second. When I get a class list for the beginning of the year, the last names are always first, and first names are last. So we're going to open this book up, and if you look, it starts out alphabetically. And right here is painting. If you see this, there's a painting right here on here. And it starts with painting. So those are the PAs. And I'm going to look up Marco Polo. And if you know, Marco Polo starts with P-O-L-O. So I want to kind of find, where Marco Polo could be. So I'm going to look in here, and I'm going to try to find some more examples here. And this one says pardon. So we're not quite far enough. And if you look at these two pages, it tells you keywords. This is still a PA, parasite on 154. And pardon on 155. So we still need to go quite a bit deeper into the book. So I'm going to flip. I'm going to go about midway here. And our book that we have here is Plymouth. And Plymouth again. Well, that's P-L. I need P-O, so I need to go a little bit further. And I'm going to go all the way to right here. And if we look, right here, the word at the top of this page is Polo. Oh, well, that's my explorer's name, Marco Polo. But boys and girls, look, it just says Polo. Mine would be Polo, comma, Marco. So I am not quite far enough. I need to turn the page because if we look, this is the first page. I don't even know how to say that word, but polynosis. And then this one is Polo. Okay? So if I turn the page and I look, and I put a sticky note here so I knew what I was talking about. If I turn the page, look at the top of the page. There's Marco Polo. So all of this information right here is all about Marco Polo. It even puts his name in bold print so you can find him. And look, it's like a cheat sheet. Early life, boys and girls. That's one of your sticky notes. Journey to China. And look over here. Later life. So this is a great resource, boys and girls, and information continues on to the next page until you get to the next bolded word, which is in the crevice of the book here. It's very hard to see. But if you get to the next bolded word, that's when you stop, okay? It even has a map of his journeys, so you can see where he went, and there's captions, so don't forget to read the captions. Make sure you're reading all of the article, boys and girls, that you know everything about your explorer that you can need to know, and that's important about him. Don't just skim through the headlines and think that you have all the information. Open the book, research, and read it all from beginning to end because you'll have facts in there that you may not have known. And so you need to really work on that and make sure that you're reading that because I'm seeing in my homeroom and in other classes that kids are reading the subtitles, which are the headlines of the article, and then they're getting facts from that, and they're missing so much good information, or they're missing a big thing that their explorer did because they didn't read the whole article. So please make sure you read the whole article. If you're not, you're going to miss out on information. You're going to lose points off of your grade. Okay, so that's how to use an encyclopedia. When you're citing this encyclopedia, you're going to look at the side, and you're going to write down the title, World Book. You're going to write down it's from the letter P, Encyclopedia. You're going to write that it came from volume 15, okay, and that it's from the 1995 edition. And that will all be needed to put in your sticky notes so that you can give credit to World Book for finding that research for you. Remember, do not copy and type the paragraph and change a few words. That's like taking a letter Mrs. Bretzman writes to your parents, and it says, "Dear parents, your child needs to bring Kleenexes and pencils, glue, paper to school tomorrow. Thank you, Mrs. Bretzman." And that's like you saying, "Dear parents, Grant needs to bring pencils, paper, glue, and scissors to school tomorrow. Thank you, Mrs. Bretzman." And you only changed the name, and you're like, "I wrote this. I wrote this letter for you, Mrs. Bretzman." "Well, no, you didn't write this letter for me. You only changed a word or two." That's still plagiarizing. So you need to make sure you summarize it in your own words and come up with what you think it's about. It's not about what World Book thinks. It's not about what the website thinks. It's what you think, okay? Good luck and happy researching.